Today marks the 10-year anniversary of the murder of a Scottsbluff man. Police say they're still actively investigating the death of Ralph Magee. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, it was 10 years ago today that a Scottsbluff man was found beaten to death in his apartment in Scottsbluff. And today, Captain Lance Kite with the Scottsbluff Police Department says the investigators are still trying to find who is responsible for the death of Ralph Magee.
What we want to talk about today is the death investigation of Ralph Magee. This incident occurred August 2nd, 2011. What happened was officers were dispatched to the 1500 block of East 8th Street in reference to a suspicious death. Upon further investigation, it was determined by a pathologist that Mr. Magee had died of blunt force trauma to his body. We've continued to work on this case. However, we're always looking for help from the public in solving this. We've gotten some information from various people that investigators have followed up on with the interviews. Information still comes in, but again, we're looking for help from the public to keep this case going, to keep it active, to keep those leads coming in, and get some closure for Ralph and his family. We had asked that anybody that has any information about Ralph, who may have seen him prior to his death, to give us a call. We'd like to speak to him. They can certainly contact Crime Stoppers as well at 632-STOP.
Well, Scottsbluff Screen Printing will be conducting a dual-purpose fundraiser during tomorrow night's National Night Out, with special yard signs supporting local law enforcement being sold inside their store. The black signs with a blue stripe and white lettering saying, "We support law enforcement, thank you for your service," will be sold for $20 each. Scottsbluff High School Activities Director Dave Hawksworth says the idea came to him when he saw a similar effort a few weeks ago while visiting a friend in Kearney.
I came back and I called Shane and said, "What do you think about this?" And he said, "It's a great idea, let's do it." And so just kind of started brainstorming everybody that we needed to make aware about this. And so we'd love to see our whole community reach out and do this. And so another area that Shane and I are both very passionate about is Scottsbluff County Volunteer Center, because we work with Shanna a lot with the All-Star Game.
Owner Shane Wilson says the idea had instant appeal, as he has a son that's a Marine Canine officer stationed in Hawaii. Initial production is limited to 100 signs, but more will be made to meet the demand, with Volunteer Center receiving the proceeds from the sales. Well, coming after the break, Bill Boyer's in with your full week forecast. I love that. Right after the break here on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, you don't have to be like a tortoise and carry your home on your back. They have mortgage experts that can help you finance the home that's perfect for you. Whether you're a first-time home buyer looking for your next home or simply want to refinance the home you're in, the experienced lenders at Platte Valley Bank are there to help. Contact them at pvbank.com or call and visit with one of the mortgage experts to take advantage of great rates at Platte Valley Bank.
New looks and new decor can be found at Compliments for You and Your Home. Check out the newest styles from Tribal, Charlie B, Ethel, and more. Compliments also has the shoes, purses, and jewelry for any occasion. Plus, right now, get 20% off all clearance apparel. While here, take a look at our solar lights and felt birdhouses. Finally, visit our newest addition, Katie Chandler and her salon. All this at Compliments for You and Your Home, 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, we're going to be dealing with areas of haze and smoke throughout the evening hours tonight and right into the early morning hours tomorrow. Temperatures falling down into the 50s. So a cool, comfortable night if you don't mind that smoke and haze around the area. Temps are going to start warming up, though. The heaviest rains are going to be to our west. Monsoon moisture remains in place, but we just can't seem to get those thunderstorms down off the high country for the most part. 87 yesterday after a morning low of 55. Very comfortable out there. Nothing in the rain gauge as we started off a new month. Well, we told you we have concerns with the areas of smoke and haze, and these gray shaded areas are under air quality warnings. Through tomorrow, flash flood watches out in that green area as well. Now, let me zoom out here and look at this giant area of real estate here with air quality warnings out and concerns. That is a big part of the country there where we have significant air quality concerns going on with the wildfires and the smoke. Now, outside of that, this giant green shaded area, these are flash flood watches that are in effect in a large portion of the country there concerning with flooding potential as well. So lots to talk about in the weather, but unfortunately right here in the immediate area, it's just mostly dry, and we do have the smoke and haze continuing from those wildfires off to our west. 80s and low 90s out there right now, anywhere from 81 in Cheyenne up to 92 in both Alliance, 94 up in Chadron, 92 Alliance in Scottsbluff. Pretty quiet out there. Winds out of the east, northeast, 5 to 10 miles an hour as we remain pretty quiet here across the region. Severe weather threat today, well off to our west. We're quiet and dry here in our area. Same situation for tomorrow in terms of the severe weather threat, and also on into Wednesday, as we just a lot happening out there in the severe weather department. Notice the rain in the high country stays in the high country as they continue to get pounded in northern Colorado in the mountains there west of Fort Collins as a dangerous and catastrophic flooding continues there. We have temperatures overnight that are going to fall down into the 50s. Again, a very comfortable night. For tomorrow, just a few clouds out there. That is about it. And then we're going to be dealing with skies that are not going to be too bad. I have some issues there with Futurecast. There we go. Partly cloudy skies throughout the morning hours. And then we'll see a few buildup in clouds. And again, those thunderstorms just can't make it off the high country. They get in here to our area and die out. And we'll see an increase in clouds later on tomorrow. And highs tomorrow going to be in the low to mid 90s, a very comfortably warm day. We are going to be dealing with areas of smoke out there as well. Notice here in the immediate area, there is not much going on in terms of precip. However, if you go just to our south and west, that is where things get much more active. So areas of smoke tonight, hazy conditions, lows down around 56. Repeat tomorrow, areas of smoke, mostly sunny skies outside that, will be in the low to mid 90s. It's going to be hot as well. Wednesday maybe around 90. Then Thursday through Monday, we're dealing with upper 90s and even temps maybe at or above 100 as we go through the next 7 days. Quiet weather, though, as we don't see a lot of precip chances out here in the region.
Why settle for Wi-Fi that just usually works? Why settle for customer service that's subpar? Why settle for service that's outdated? You don't have to. Settle for more with Allo, the faster, more reliable internet experience that's built for the way you use all your devices. For answers, visit us at allofiber.com/switch today. Allo, settle for more.
Welcome back. Authorities in Dawes County are investigating a fatal car versus pedestrian crash. On Friday, 72-year-old Chester Ansley of Hemmingford stopped his pickup on Highway 385 south of Chadron to retrieve an item that had fallen out. He was then struck by a northbound PT Cruiser driven by Burley Schumpert of Chadron. Witnesses say there was smoky conditions that affected visibility on the roadways. Dawes County Coroner Vance Haug says there are not charges pending at this time, and it does not appear that alcohol or drugs were involved. Well, a Scottsbluff City Council member has submitted his resignation, effective immediately. Terry Schaub submitted the letter to City Manager Dustin Reef and the Scottsbluff City Council, stating that he is no longer able to effectively represent the citizens of Scottsbluff. The council still needs to accept the resignation, which could come as early as tonight during their regular City Council meeting. Schaub, who is serving his first stint on council, was elected to a 4-year term back in 2018. And air quality alerts were posted over the weekend into today for numerous areas of the western and central U.S. as wildfire smoke continues to linger over much of the country. The alerts came across the northern U.S. Rockies, including portions of Colorado, Wyoming, and Idaho. Locally, a degraded air quality advisory is in effect until this afternoon for the Panhandle, triggered by smoke from fires burning in Canada and drifting for hundreds of miles. Pollution alerts are up for states as far east as Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Iowa. Children, the elderly, and people with underlying health conditions are particularly at risk. Well, coming up after the break, Chris Cottrell catches up with Gering football coach Danny O'Boyle to talk about the upcoming football season. He'll have that at the sports desk right after this.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
In boots, new and old, you've walked the rows of life, a fence length of time. You fought the floods, snow, and sweltering heat, and lifted breathing and settled pain. With a smile and a cry, you've strengthened your community and future generations. Sometimes with nothing to say. Often can't say enough. Like, let me do it again.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
The summer baseball season is winding down, and that means fall sports is ramping up. Let's start with the Western Nebraska Pioneers. Lost their series finale at home last night to Canyon County, and tonight they get a night off before starting a series tomorrow. They'll be at home to take on Fremont. Just 2 series left for the regular season schedule. Home for Fremont and then at Casper Friday and Saturday. The playoffs start next Monday with the divisional round best-of-3 series. Pioneers will have home field advantage for that series, so make sure you're getting your playoff tickets off the Pioneers team website. As for the Alliance Spartans, they continue their run at the Class B Legion State Baseball Tournament tonight after a great 2-0 start that included wins over Arlington and Central City over the weekend. Tonight, they'll be taking on Hickman, another team that's won their first 2 games there in Crete. Alliance will go with right-hander Chase King. Some familiarity there. King faced this same Hickman team in the state tourney 2 summers ago. First pitch for Alliance and Hickman tonight will be at 7 Central Time. And with baseball season finishing up, it's time for the start of fall sports at the high school level. That'll all get going. The first day of fall camp coming up next Monday. That's the 9th. Right now, a big week of conditioning for high school athletes. The Gering football team was out early this morning at 6 a.m. getting their work in for head coach Danny O'Boyle.
Just really want to set the tone going into next week. Our guys pretty much know what we expect of them by now. So just to get guys here, get them into the swing of things, get things going at a fast pace, high tempo. Keep them on the move, and then come back towards the end of practice and work on some install stuff. That way we got to lock in when we're tired. Just trying to get guys back into the swing of things right before we fire up next week.
Year number 2 at the helm for Coach O'Boyle. Gering coming off an 0-9 season a year ago. The entire staff is back for year 2, so plenty of continuity there for Coach O'Boyle, and that should definitely help the Bulldogs out.
And that's huge, having consistency with the kids. Expectations are clear, and then, like I said, they pretty much know what we expect of them by now. I feel like I have a great staff. Everybody's willing to put in extra work. We're all on the same page. When we have issues, we're able to hash them out. So I really enjoy the staff I have. We added some guys at the junior high level, just some former Gering guys that are coming back. So it's good to get familiarity at the younger level, and those guys, they've played through the same stuff that we have, had a lot of the same coaches, and so our coaching styles are very similar, so that's what we're looking at coaching wise.
Gering played their best game last year in week 9, the finale against Scottsbluff, hoping to build off that in the summer months as they prepare for a road game at Torrington opening night August 27th. That'll do it for today. The latest from right here at the FNBO TV Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. We're coming back with Ryan. He's got more right after this on KNEB.TV.
When you call Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
What a year 2020 was. Now's the time to get out and travel this summer to see family and friends you were not able to see this last year. Spend more time enjoying your trip by flying United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with daily flights to and from Denver. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. And don't forget, Thrifty Car Rental is here for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and hitch a ride with your BFF, Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Dusty Tuckness. He's the GOAT, the greatest bullfighter of all time. Dusty can't just wing it. He trains, he prepares. He's real smart and real tough. At Renewal by Anderson, we honor people like Dusty Tuckness, good people who do great things. Renewal by Anderson is proud to sponsor Dusty Tuckness, the greatest of all time, the GOAT, who would never put up with any bull.
At Platte Valley Investment Center, we believe in personalized planning for your financial goals.
As your retirement income partners, our concern for your success, combined with resources from Raymond James, can help you make confident decisions for your financial future.
Our team of financial advisors will help you make your money work just as hard as you did to earn it. After all, our goal is to help you reach your financial goals.
Call me, Jody Rosiska, or Kevin Fig, Financial Advisors, to set up your free, no-obligation pre-retirement review.
And finally tonight, the Scottsbluff Police Department's National Night Out will be tomorrow evening in downtown Scottsbluff. Police Captain Brian Wasson says he expects it to be a great time for the whole family.
Yeah, we're really happy to be back. We couldn't last year because of COVID, but we're back downtown 6 to 8 p.m. tomorrow night, August 3rd, downtown Scottsbluff. This has been a great event, well attended throughout the years, and we look forward to having the same levels of attendance, if not better, this year.
He says it's important to have that interaction with the public in a casual setting.
Yeah, in addition to learning what resources are available in the community at this event, the goal is to interact with public safety, to meet public safety, the kids, families, and build relationships that'll carry forward.
Other National Night events will also be held tomorrow in Torrington and Alliance. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.